Today I'm going to talk about our glass cleaner. It's a new and improved formulation, and I just want to take you through some of the changes we've made, why we've made them, and why you should buy our glass cleaner. So the process of us looking at making this new glass cleaner was to reduce smearing on the glass surface. There's a number of things that it needs to be able to do. First of all, it needs to be able to degrease the surface, so your fingerprints, breath that gets stuck on the glass, and other contaminants that build up over time. So you've got to be able to cut through that grease. Generally speaking, you'd use a detergent to do that, but you also need it so the cleaner itself is able to evaporate off and you're left with nothing but a clean glass surface. So one of the things that is a real challenge is the detergents that you choose to go into your glass cleaner, because these are molecules that like oil, they also like water, but because of that oily part of the product, it can leave a kind of greasy film on the surface of the glass. So we went through a process of testing a wide range of different types of detergents to make sure that we had a detergent that wasn't going to leave that greasy, oily film after it had been wiped off. But also it still needed the power to pick up, attach itself to the oil and grease that would have been on the glass, so you can then lift that off in your clean and agitation motion. So that was one of the big parts of the focus. The other was how the glass cleaner dries on the surface. So once you've done your wipe, you want the glass cleaner to dry off and evaporate, but you want it to do it at a speed that you're able to work with your cleaner. So sometimes when you've got very high alcohol-based glass cleaners, it's great at degreasing, but the evaporation's so quick that you're not able to then get that grease off the surface. So you then end up with these kind of dried smears. With our product, we focused on allowing you to have the time to wipe and then buff. We needed a glass cleaner that would cut through that film, dry out, but also leave you with a finish that doesn't basically have a film attached to it. And we've successfully done that through the combinations of different detergents that we chose, but also the type of alcohol that we use to evaporate the cleaner off. One of the other things that we're hugely focused here on at ValetPRO is making sure that we create products that are non-hazardous. And with things like isopropanol, they're highly flammable, which can be an issue as well when you're working in closed environment, especially in the summer where you might get a static shock. The vapor could then become flammable. So we work very hard at making sure that we reduce all the hazards while making a very effective product. So that's a rough overview on the updates that we've done to our glass cleaner. I hope you get the opportunity to try and test our glass cleaner, and we are always welcome for feedback.